Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of United Talks podcast. And today we have breaking news that Ahmad and Matthijs Ligt are back from injury. And basically, we saw them training. Particularly for Ahmad and for Matthijs Ligt. We could see that, was reported from Manchester United's Carrington training ground that they were seen in training and all was good, all looked okay, and all of that. But first and foremost, despite not being fit enough to start, Rúben Amorim confirmed that both Ahmad and Matthijs Ligt have travelled with the squad and could potentially be involved in the game. But this is a positive sign for Manchester United, even though if their involvement might be limited. But I'm guessing that Rúben Amorim will try as much as possible to manage their involvement, manage their load, manage their minutes, and all of that. Now, the recent injury layoffs of players emphasizes the cautious approach that Amorim is taking with their reintegration into the team. And Ahmad has been out for almost 3 months with an ankle issue, and Ligt has been sidelined for about a month with a knee injury. But basically, it was, I think, either a knee injury or an ankle injury, and it's since 1st of April against Nottingham Forest. But with regards to injury boost, these two players have been added to the travelling squad, and Amorim had opted for a larger travelling squad than usual due to the team's plan to stay in Bilbao and train on Friday. And this suggests that there's a focus on the Athletic Club's game, but also preparing for the subsequent Premier League game against Brentford, which we will review in the press conference review when we come to talk about, the Amorim's press conference, especially ahead of the Bilbao game. And you would also see it on our various social media handles as well. But there are also youngsters who have travelled but are ineligible to play, but they are there because they need to basically train with the squad and all of that. Jenny Kamasin and Bendito Matato also travelled with the squad and all of that. But the most important thing here is that Ahmad is back, Matthijs Ligt is back, and that has given us an added strength and boost to the squad in preparation for what lies ahead with the season. And basically he might not play at least the next 2 or 3 games at full strength or obviously full fitness, because obviously he will be he will have limited time, but him being on the pitch is surprisingly going to make such a huge impact in the squad, especially now that Diallo is out, injured, and unavailable for matches due to calf injury, and obviously will potentially be out for the rest of the season. But that also helps. And then with regards to other injuries, Toby Collier was seen in training. Training on his own as he prepared to return from injury, but he didn't travel with the squad, and basically he was doing like individual training, and it was just basically a minor issue, and a decision is based on squad balance to leave him out and all of that. So these are the things that has created or increased the boost in the Manchester United squad, especially having Ahmad back in this crucial time of the season, and for Ligt as well to come back and to help in the defensive part of things, so we don't have to start putting Lindelof or starting or now we can basically start Ligt, Maguire and Leny Yoro. And it's been a while that we started these 3 together. Ligt, Maguire and Leny Yoro are kind of like our strongest back 3 that we have. And Mazraoui can play as a wing back or most potentially play as one of the centre backs, and then give us an extra option on the bench. Now, other long-term absentees include Joshua Zirkzee and Lisandro Martínez, as everybody knows, and they remain ruled out for the rest of the season. Eddie Heavens, so far, they said a setback and is in recovery from an ankle injury. And obviously, that limits Amorim's defensive options. But there is also a focus on the next 2 games. This Bilbao game and against Brentford, which is a very interesting game because we have Bilbao, Brentford, and Bilbao again. So, Amorim is basically navigating a tricky situation with injuries and players and all that. But the potential involvement of Ahmad and Ligt offers a boost. It gives boost for the squad, but obviously with lack of match fitness, especially for Ahmad, who has been out for 3 months, and then Ligt has been out for a month, this means that they're basically unlikely to play a significant role from the start. right? And yeah, we're so excited to see this. The inclusion of several young players and inexperienced players in traveling squad also suggests that Amorim is looking to manage workload of his key players and potentially give opportunities to the next generation, especially with Brentford game in mind. He will even probably rest, because I'm seeing that he's going to rotate against Brentford depending on how the game against Bilbao goes. And rest and recovery is going to be hard. Then the fact that Kone and Obi are ineligible but are travel points towards their development being a priority. Obviously for Chido Obi, it will be good, because for him it will be more like a learning process for him, traveling with the squad to a European game and all of that. But then we'll train ahead of the game against Brentford, and he probably would start that game against Brentford. I look forward to Chido Obi making his first start for Manchester United and all of that. Now, Diallo is also a notable blow, as we all stated, but it will cause a reshuffling in the defensive lineup, as we saw against in the last game against Bournemouth, right? And the continued absence of Martínez and Xerxes. Martínez is out till January next year, but Xerxes is basically going to be out and be back probably at the beginning of next season or during pre-season. It compounds our injury woes, because Xerxes has also been a key player for Man United, trying to scoring goals in Spain against Real Sociedad, and also in the first leg against Lyon. But Amorim appears to be taking a pragmatic approach, prioritizing fitness of returning players while looking ahead of Premier League fixture. Now, the larger squad allows for flexibility in training and preparation for both crucial upcoming games, including that of Brentford, and the inclusion of uncapped players hints at potential glimpse into the future of the squad. So it is key. I'm thinking that Rúben Amorim is going to play a heavily rotated squad, but albeit we're so excited that Ahmad is back and he could potentially play a role in the next 2 or 3 games, as the case may be, and that is Bilbao, Brentford, Bilbao. So let us look forward as we look ahead towards preparation for the next game. But the most important thing is Ahmad and the Ligt are back. It is exciting for the team, it's exciting for the squad. It increases the energy and the momentum in the squad and increases our defensive boost as well. Because as Ahmad can play as one of the 10s and as a defender, and then the Ligt can, or as a wing back, and the Ligt can fill in that spot of Maguire when we need to rest Maguire and all of that. So it is what it is. Let's see how that goes. It was also good to see Tyler Fredrickson and Jaden Camerson play, go even to go with the traveling squad and all of that. But it is what it is. Let's look forward to it, and I'll see you on the next one. I just wanted to bring you this breaking news that Ahmad is back and everybody's excited about it. And then we look forward to the next game as we build up steam against Bilbao tomorrow, and then Brentford next. But we'll focus on Bilbao. So look out for the next video, which is most probably going to be the press conference review or the match preview, but it is what it is. Let's see how it goes. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't have to miss anything as it relates to Manchester United. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.